This is a presentation of RVT Entertainment.
Hey, yo.
You know, they say all men are created equal, but you look at me and you look at Small Joe, and you can see that statement is not true.
Because I'm better than you, and you know it.
In the back, there are men and women, seasoned professionals, dues paid in full, gunning to be the best.
I'll always light the way, and all you have to do is let me in.
Oh, a little bit of the bubbly. The cream of the crop. Nobody does it better.
Hey, hi, hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Wrestle-Cast, presented by RVT Entertainment on Podomatic.com, Spotify, YouTube, and wherever else you may find us. Find audio recording and live on RVT Entertainment's official Twitch.tv channel. We talk about professional wrestling, both from the mainstream and the independent scene. My name is Matty. That is TWK.
Hello everyone! Time for all the insanity to come to a head here tonight, and oh boy, there's quite a bit to discuss.
Folks, I don't usually drink before a show. I have drunk before a show. And I'm feeling those two beverages. Yes, I'm a lightweight. Ladies and gentlemen, Shintigercurl.
Dad, why am I even here, Dad?
You're here because we got a problem.
We?
Yes, we.
What, you want to play Nintendo Wii, Dad? We switched over to the Switch.
No. It's a problem with us.
Us? Oh, you mean the movie that directed by Jordan Peele? That was a great movie, Dad, but that's got nothing to do with me.
No, goddammit. We got a problem.
We? Dad, I know my last name is French, but I don't really speak French. Stop speaking French to me.
Oh, folks. We gotta talk about Vince McMahon.
But before we do that, Dad, I'm going to go home and do something that you're never, ever going to do in your entire life.
What is that?
Have sex with Steph. See ya.
Oh! Jesus Christ!
I told you I had something saved up.
Whoa!
Kabloo!
Oh boy! Oh boy! Oh boy! Oh boy! And by the way, those were hard beverages, hard root beer, 5.5% a can. I had two of those. I'm a big dude, but I have the alcohol tolerance of a skinny boy. Tito put up a chat in a poll in the chat. Promo of the week: Matt Menard, Eddie Kingston, Jon Moxley.
No, Jon Moxley.
You got to put your balls in it.
Yeah, that's why Justin Roberts does it better.
That's why he gets
Dapper Yapper.
A dapper yapper, if you know. A dapper yapper. Step to the microphone. Anyway. Wish we could keep it funny, but we got, oh my God. Shit has hit the fan.
Yeah, it hit the fan just like a person who just ate Taco Bell for the 15th time this week.
Well, at that point, it's not a tactical missile towards that fan in airplane. We're talking about downward spiral. That's another story for another day. T-Dub's got three choices. I've already made mine. I think the three of us are kind of in agreement here. That being said, we're just going to get to the good stuff, and then we're going to talk about some good stuff, talk about the shit, and get back to the good stuff, and have winners and losers as per usual. So we will do that While we do that, take a listen to Matt Menard knock it the fuck down. And knocking it out the fucking park. Here's Daddy Magic.
Double or nothing.
What more do you want? Huh? You happy now?
How many more stars on the shelf? For what? Huh? For what? Double or nothing. We proved, beyond the shadow of a doubt, beyond the So before tonight, I'm asking myself why. Why is this match happening? Because we proved everything we needed to prove in Las Vegas. Tonight was not necessary. You understand me? And the only reason, get this thing out of my face, the only reason that we agreed was because of Chris Jericho. You want to question why I'm loyal to Chris Jericho? Because my wife does everything! Why am I in this match? I had to hear for a goddamn week! Because when I had nothing, that man extended his hand to me! And gave me an opportunity! You understand? My son took his first steps last night, and I was not there to see it! Because I had to be here! But I don't regret it. I don't regret a goddamn thing. Because that's what loyalty's all about, you understand? Win or lose, it doesn't matter. And tonight, Eddie Kingston, if we got anything out of tonight, we stole that privilege away from you, Eddie Kingston. That privilege of seeing you make them tap! No way! Not on my watch. Not on Hager's watch. Not on Garcia's watch. Not on Guerrero's watch. Not on Parker's watch. Certainly not on mine. And my wife just sent me. You just see pictures of him, videos of him trying to stand, and you would just fall and fall, but the kid wouldn't quit. And then he gets up and he does it. And I'm all there. And that's the life we chose. And we knew that, my wife knew that, and Jack will know that. Because everything we did tonight is for them. I mean, you want to make big money, you got to do big boy shit, you know?
All right, I admit I was trying to find something, deeper but most songs I have are positive sounding. That was a deep promo.
Daddy brought the magic that night.
Who did he ever? And yes, this is Nickelback before they became shit. Just as a reminder, by the way. This is how I got over. This is how Matty J keeps on putting us over. Okay, dude, why?
Honestly, I would have gone with Puddle of Mud.
What song though?
So blurry and everyone's so fake.
That one.
Fair, but find an 8-bit version of it. Got to keep.
Yeah.
I'm sure you could. I mean, they're a, radio band.
Sure. Anyway, all right. As promised, there's we gave you some good shit, some good stuff actually. Now we got to bring the room down just a little bit because it's time to be serious. Buff Backwell is not exactly an ally anymore. Yeah.
It also, let's see, also cost people a lot of money with merchandising not going out, and turns out a sex offender known as, let me just get his name up here, Javon Michael Miller was running his account.
Yeah, the buff is no longer the stuff, sadly.
And unfortunately, the girls have indeed had enough.
Yeah.
They've especially had enough of our next subject.
All right, now the serious for like that was more of the joke thing because people brought up, "Are you going to bring up?" And folks, the bigger story is Vince McMahon, as he's probably wanted it to be for him anyway. The fucking pervert. Do you want it? For those who have been under a rock today, T-Dub, explain it, because I'm like, Jesus Christ.
So, Wall Street Journal had another hit story come out today, and that basically said that he had affairs with more people and saying, hey, if you have sex with me, I'll give you all this monies. And then they were like, yeah, I don't want to do that. Then he's like, okay, you're fired then.
Yeah, he has fired people. And apparently... there was someone who came in 2018, said, with a lawyer, said, hey, you want me to shut up? Give me all your money. Turns out that might have been Molly Holly.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, this was the topic of discussion in the Dynamite Rampage call. And that's... yeah, that was. It's all speculative, but because 4 people got released that year in 2005, Don Marie. Let me actually I have the list right here. Actually, Don Marie, Jackie Gator, Miley Holly, Christy Hemme.
I'm not gonna say which ones are the ones who probably did it to respect their privacy, but.
Yeah. Either way, pretty disgusting.
Yeah.
And I hope Vince doesn't think he can just waltz. I hope Vince didn't waltz out on SmackDown again tonight, expecting to sweep this under the rug once again.
And by the way, Paul, promo of the week, Matt Bernard won at 67%. So it is, the chat is in at least in some part of the agreement, but I'm pretty sure T-Dub will keep that up for the rest of the results there. There was another contractor that says, hey, by the way, we got unsolicited dick pics from Vince McMahon,
which is something nobody needs to see.
I don't want to even imagine. I don't even imagine.
As 3 gentlemen who have seen Vince McMahon's ass on pay-per-view, yeah,
and
that's a thing that happened.
His ass is one thing. I don't even want to entertain the thought of what Vincent Kennedy McMahon's junk looks like.
I'm gonna stop this thread right here by quoting Nash and saying, "No one wants to see your dick."
That's the usual rule to go by, unless you are asked specifically. Just keep it in your pants.
He's
not
done.
that difficult. It's not difficult.
Why does he? After all of this in the last 3 weeks, this man is delusional. Is the word? People think he's always crazy enough to think. No, delusional. He is delusional enough to think he could still run this company competently.
The thing is,
after all this that's been put out,
the thing is, he's gotten away with so much over the decades that he thinks that nothing can touch him.
I've even heard some reports that after he came out initially, after the reports went out, there were some people who said that when he got backstage, he just said, fuck him.
He literally, you know, that night where Vince come out, after the day the allegations came out, he did the here now forever whatever thing, whatever. He comes to Gorilla, sits down, fuck him.
And I think I know the reason why he did that.
Because he hates the Wall Street Journal. Well, guess what, Vinny Mac Jr., You want to be mainstream? If you fuck up, the mainstream will bite you.
No, I actually have a different theory on as to why he did that. Why he said fuck him. Because of the fans. When he came out that day, everyone cheered him, and a lot of people were still doing the whole "we're not worthy" thing, and that just inflated his ego, letting him know, well, no matter what I do, these drones will just love me more.
We call them Fed Marks, E-drones.
They will continue to feed his ego. He can do, in their eyes, he can do no wrong. He could.
Pretty sure a lot of those fans are feeling well, actually, or some of them are going, oh God, I bowed to him.
At this point, as I told a friend of mine on Twitter, Sam, I hope you're listening. Hi. The kind of loyalty these people have to Vince McMahon, some cult leaders would kill to have. Because they're just going to keep supporting him. He could go out there and fucking kill a nun on live national TV.
And D Fetters is what I'm looking for, yeah. But I think at this point, fuck D Fetters. E-drones. I'm with JD from New York on this one. E-drones.
And
here's something
around for decades.
Well, I'm joining in on that bandwagon because they're fucking drones, man. Actually, let me throw it to this way. E-drones, of which I was one until I reached the age of reason.
Nice one, though. Nice little reference.
Mm-hmm.
Carlin always works.
Yep.
This 3 weeks ago, JD said there's no fucking way Vince is going to let go of power. He's still under power, and he technically still is. I got a gut feeling. I don't know when, but it can't be past 2022. The stock price is going to start plummeting on Monday with those allegations and all that stuff.
You cannot, and they cannot keep pushing out the same women's revolution and how important women are to the WWE when the guy who literally signs paychecks, the man who's in charge of the entire fucking company for now anyway, has been called out for doing all this kind of sexual deviancy and disrespecting towards the female staff.
By the way, I know some of you are thinking, but Matty, Shin, T-Dub, Stephanie McMahon is the interim CEO. No. She's running some things, and she's the face of it, but Vince is still the head of creative.
He's still in charge of what goes on television.
Which is the main product, A, and B, who says it's not Vince pulling the strings behind the scenes?
Although JD does bring up a conspiracy theory of his when it concerns the stuff. He thinks that Nick Khan, no relation to Tony Khan, has been leaking this stuff to the media so that he can gradually push out all the McMahons so he can take over.
I think
very fucking ballsy if that's true.
I think that's a bit out there.
It's a stretch, but considering all that's happened in the last year or so, with Shane getting kicked out, with Johnny Ace being outed as a inside investor, everything is going on with Vince. Triple H's diminished responsibilities and authority. It's plausible.
Like that's just one step too far for me. Just one. I can sort of see where he's come from, but
it's a stretch. It is a stretch.
But it's plausible. But take it with a grain of salt.
Yeah. Steph being is a front. Yeah, MD. Steph being a CEO is a front. Yeah, but people are happy with her running things, and Vince McMahon's dick is fucking him over, fucking Vince in the ass. You know, there's a part of me that says I probably shouldn't go with it, but fuck it. There's a disclaimer at the beginning of every show, and y'all are listening to the show. At this point, this is an adult show. And we're all consenting adults, I assume.
Yes,
I know the three of us are consenting adults.
I have a beard.
I'm a pickle.
God damn it, Shin.
What? I'm a pickle.
All right, Pickle
Shin.
Shin.
To be in a pickle soon. Keep this up.
No, but how is this man so fucking delusional to think that he's going to run things past 2022 at this rate? Mike Shell in the chat, I have a fez. Yeah. Cyber Radico, I'm an old bastich. Cyber Rider, I'm a toaster. Well, I'm a Canadian.
You didn't say Bob, so it doesn't count.
I could say buddy. I would say bud. Mm-hmm. You could say, hey, hello there, buddy.
Yep.
Nevertheless, everyone, including all, like, even Sean Ross Sapp is saying that Vince needs to be removed.
Sean Ross Sapp, Mike Sempervive is nudging that way. The co-host of Brian Alvarez's Wrestling Observer Live.
So when all the journalists are saying this motherfucker needs to go,
and not to say that we're journalists, because at this point we're just fans doing a fan podcast, but when everybody and their mother is saying maybe it'd be a good idea to step the fuck down permanently and just take the fuck whatever's left of the money and run.
Just leave.
When the fuck has the entire internet wrestling community agreed on anything?
Anyone who's still defending Vince after this shit, you're a drone, and you need to get out of that.
You need your head out of Vince's ass for a few seconds, because he is going to bring everyone that he wants down, and he doesn't care if the E drones come with him.
And they'll go down happily with him. They will. Sad but true.
Yeah.
They call us Tony Khan marks, and the best they could come up to rip on Tony Khan is the fact that he hugs his employees because he's grateful for what they do for him. If that's the best you could do to come up with him, and you're still defending Vince after all this shit, you got something wrong with you.
So, I think we have that covered.
I think we did.
Moving on to more stuff, it seems that Sasha and Naomi are off the internal WWE roster, so it's really looking like they're both out the door at this juncture.
Vince is so petty, he's telling people, edit that bitch Sasha out.
One thing that surprised me is that Naomi seems out the door as well.
Yeah, I was surprised. I'm not surprised about Sasha Banks, but Naomi, they officially, it's all but official at that point. Naomi's out, which that's got to tell you something.
Yep.
Makes me wonder what she could do in the future for her career. Would she stay in wrestling? Would she pursue a different career? I'll be very interested to see what she does.
Sasha can do whatever the fuck she wants.
It's weird. We were talking about Sasha yesterday, and then everyone's going, "Oh my God, Mercedes KV is all elite," and I'm like, "Okay, yeah, if that happens, absolutely." But I kind of see her at Stardom.
Well, she's definitely wouldn't surprise me if she wanted to wrestle there.
For me, either Stardom or Impact.
I'll be surprised if she goes to Impact. I'll be shocked.
Same here, actually. I mean, it'd be a hell of a boom. That'd be a hell of a pickup.
Speaking of Stardom, New Japan held a conference yesterday and said that Stardom wrestlers will be starting to appear in NJPW Strong very soon.
Nice.
Okay, then. Yeah, that's pretty good.
They're also going to be doing some mixed tag matches in Japan with New Japan Pro Wrestling shows, and starting in September, they're going to have special cheering sections.
Yeah, they've cut back the to half capacity to allow cheering again. Progress. Nice.
Which is going to make those shows so much better to watch.
Yeah.
It's a bummer they couldn't do it for the G1, but at the same time, why not?
Yeah, because you could tell a lot of the talent was getting tired of the whole clapping thing.
Yeah, I mean, it's understandable why they would have to do it, but at the same time, it really just you're missing a lot without the cheering and booing.
Because if they're clapping for everything, it just feels like I can only imagine how it must felt like for Jay White, since he just feeds off the hate of the crowd and everyone's just clapping.
Pretty sure a lot of those that went to AEW for Forbidden Door went, that's the stuff.
They were drinking.
Yeah. Some of those people haven't heard cheers in years, especially those that haven't been to the States in a while, like Okada.
Or
Like when he
Shingo.
first showed up on Dynamite, that's the first time he's gotten cheers since before the pandemic.
Or Shingo.
Yeah, like, god damn, can only imagine what it must feel like to go years with just silence and then clapping, and then finally, after all these years, you finally hear the adoration of the audience, true, raw adoration.
For everyone except Yoshihashi.
He got cheers as well.
No, Shin. It's a rare win for Yoshihashi. Let him have it.
That's former tag team champion Yoshihashi, Mr. Shintigercurl.
Okay, I guess we can throw something at Yoshihashi.
Hey, if nothing else, it proves one thing. He is better than Dookie.
Yeah, at least he got on the fucking show. Can't say the same for Dookie.
There you go.
Doki isn't that bad. He has a fan base.
The last time he actually won a fucking match.
I think he won a tag match earlier this year.
A one-on-one match.
Okay, you're asking a lot here, man.
Exactly. That's because he's Dookie.
Anyways, moving on here. Freddy Krueger defeated Michael Myers to win the Multiversal title.
Yeah, that was a knockdown drag out. Also, could someone be correct in calling this a dream match? Ow! My right hand slapped me. Ow!
Johnny and Jericho should have given him a better nickname. They could have given Freddy Krueger the nickname of Your Worst Nightmare.
I'm just kind of sad they didn't have him enter to Dream Warriors by Dawkins.
Probably a copyright thing.
Yeah.
They don't care about copyright. They just put it in the background. They talk over it, and they're fine.
Yeah, but the
that's
YouTube algorithm, they're getting better at that shit.
I know, but like,
they've
done this a lot. They've done this before.
That's very true.
Like, last time they used All Star by Smash Mouth.
They did.
They should have at least thrown some puns in there for Freddy.
Oh yeah, Freddy loves puns, especially in the later films.
All right, Mike. It's time for some major punishment.
Brian Alvarez just tweeted, "I'm in the woods. Has Vince threaded out on SmackDown all cock, and has everyone bowed him yet, or is it that may be coming later?" Are we saying Vince is coming out the fucking SmackDown again?
Yeah, better not, because the ball's on this motherfucker if he does.
Like
that.
He's already a loser. I'm pretty sure he's on the D cell battery award.
He's about to join Ryback on the permanent D-Cell Battery Award winner list.
Yeah.
You know who's not on the D-Cell Battery Award list this week? The man who is still the WGGP champion, The Rock, as he defeated Mankind in SmackDown vs. Raw to create a 5-week record.
5 consecutive defenses.
Never before.
Never before. Could we see Rocky go on an unprecedented streak with the title?
He already beat Goldberg. I'm pretty sure he's got the right to do it now.
I just thought of a person he could face 1-on-1. He can 1v1. He's already defeated the People's Champion Mankind. He's already defeated another People's Champion in DDP. I know exactly who he should face.
Who?
Farouk.
Ooh.
Yeah. Payback for taking over the Nation of Domination from him.
What game though? That's the sticking point.
You know, let's go real old school. WWF Warzone.
Oh.
Ooh. I could dig it.
You need to post that as a comment now.
Go do that.
That all depends on if they can mod it to have CPU versus CPU matches in there.
Oh, that's right. They can't. What about WWF Attitude?
That they can.
Yeah, Attitude would work.
Is Farouk in Attitude?
Pretty sure he is, yes.
Yeah.
All right.
I had Attitude, so yeah, he's in it.
It's been a while since I've had that in, so yeah, I can't remember whether or not he's in the game, but yeah, there you go. Anyways, now moving on to AEW, coming to us LIVE live from Rochester, New York.
Matty D was there as well. He was happy in that place.
Oh, nice. Man, he's
Nice.
so lucky gets to go to these New York shows.
I need to go to one of those New York shows eventually.
Also, he must have some pretty good transportation to be able to go from Ottawa to Rochester.
They drove. I know for a fact they drove. Ain't no one affording goddamn plane tickets right now.
Yep.
Must get a lot of mileage on that passport then, because he goes to New York shows quite often. That guy.
Why not?
Nevertheless, during Wardlow's entrance, Excalibur mentions MJF, which makes me think he's coming back soon.
Well, they mentioned in the fact that he defeated MJF for his freedom, to be fair. So
No, but they never mentioned him by name since he cut that promo until now.
very
Right,
true.
Yep.
Anyways, Wardlow defeated Scorpio Sky to win the TNT Championship in a pretty darn good opening contest.
Pretty dominant one. And wait. Leopold. It's Leopold.
Leopold.
Ba-da-da-da-da-da-da-dun-dun. Boom.
I gotta say, right now, Wardlow, best swanton in the business.
was a
Jesus,
good
we
one.
were joking. TJ said he's got a better swanton bomb than Jeff Hardy.
It's a damn good one.
Yeah.
But goddamn, it's up there.
Especially for considering from what interviews have been said about Wardlow. Wardlow said that he patterns himself more after Jeff Hardy than Goldberg.
Well, it's not hard to see why when you see how athletic he can be. Like, yeah, he can throw people around like Goldberg, but he can also fly out the ropes like he's Jeff Hardy or Rey Mysterio.
Give me Wardlow versus Swiss.
Ooh, yeah.
Two big hosses who can just pretty much do anything in the ring.
By the way, I gotta say, I enjoyed the confetti also for his victory.
Now I was like, oh, that's awesome. To where the confetti was, I'm on the floor laughing. Like they knew.
They knew what?
They knew dude Wardlow was winning.
Well, of
That
course
was-
they did.
That was an absurd amount of confetti.
You gotta have confetti for a new champion.
Yeah, but it's not done all the time though.
I wish it was that because, like, the one thing I love about SmackDown vs. Raw 6 is every time there's a title match in that game, it always ends with confetti. Wish I was in more wrestling games. Bring back the confetti.
Yeah. And here's hoping that Wardlow can rebuild that title.
Yeah, because last time that thing had anything going for it, Sammy Guevara was feuding with Cody Rhodes.
I'd say when
Miro.
had-
Miro.
No, Sammy was a pretty decent champion at first.
decent, but
Decent
but what-
enough, but Miro had a better run.
yeah.
Well, it's hard to compare to that. I mean, that was a dominant run he had.
And the promos he were cutting was just wow.
My God has put this person before me, and I will humble them before you, and then bring him to my God.
So, Darby Allin, this week when you challenge me for the title, we will find out what happens when the man who isn't afraid to die faces the man who isn't afraid to kill him.
Good
good promo.
shit.
Another good promo was John Moxley, who basically recreated one of his old indie promos. Thanks to JC for catching that.
Yeah, that was like, I saw it like, that was mind blown.
He loves to do that, man. He likes to bring back the classics and rework them into current angles.
Yep.
Hey, when
And
they
the
work,
reason
they
it's doing that
work.
is- The main reason it's cutting that promo was because on Rampage last week, Brody King won the 2-ring Battle Royal Rampage to face John Moxley in the main event tonight.
I
Oh,
love
you
that
mean
battle-
Wednesday?
Yes.
I love that fucking battle royal.
That was a fun battle royal.
Yep, he had a red ring and a blue ring, and the
And
winners-
none of them looked like a red ring and a blue ring, by the way. Just saying.
But, you know, maybe they could have put out a special canvas, I guess. I don't know.
Something
like
for
the way-
later.
And I like the way Brody King won that battle royal.
Oh yeah, just choking out Darby Allin. and then
Chokes out
just-
Darby Allin. They're both over the top rope. He chokes him out, drops him.
And you know it's a good battle royal when JD likes it. And JD has gone on record. He does not like battle royals.
Oh, I love battle royals personally. One of my favorite match types. Although, interesting note, I've heard many interviews from wrestlers saying they hate being in them personally because it's very hard to actually perform in them because you have to make sure, okay, who am I eliminating? Who's eliminating me? And all these spots you have to remember. It's a lot to keep in your head.
Honestly, I'm going to go with JD's suggestion from last week. Somehow, some way, I want Tony to bring back Aztec Warfare.
Oh,
That'd be nice.
you'd have to call it something else, but the match
call it
type
something else.
itself, I'd be down. Okay, I'd be okay with that.
You know, I would love,
You can call it something else entirely.
speaking of
But-
which, I would love it if they used Thunder Rosa to bring back the Last Rites match.
Oh, that'd be so bonkers.
Like, she
All
gets
right,
to
all
those
right.
ones-
Some of you are wondering. Yes, we indeed miss Lucha Underground too.
Yeah.
We all miss it.
Like, just imagine Thunder Rosa gets in a blood feud with someone and she's like, you know what? Let's end this once and for all Last Rites match.
Which is basically a casket match, but with all of the Latin inspired stuff.
Yeah, a lot of Dia de los Muertos iconography.
Yeah.
If they really want to go this far with it, and if they could get MLW to work with them, if Thunder Rosa ever turns heel, have her manager be El Jefe.
Thunder Rosa have a very unique opportunity for you to get that championship back.
All you have to do is listen to El Jefe, Dario Cuero.
Actually, I don't think he can call himself Dario Cueto anymore. I think that's a copyright thing.
Oh, that's right. Fuck.
Well, then we go backstage to another promo, Mark Sterling and Tony Nese, as they're trying to get Keith Lee to sign a petition to remove Swerve Strickland from the roster. But Keith Lee says he's still my tag partner, so nah.
I mean, we're still winning. Unlike you.
And then he just walks away super confident, like, in a way that only Keith Lee can.
Like a kingpin.
Now that you mention it, motherfucker.
What?
Yeah, he probably could make a good kingpin.
He
should- he should be
would.
If he ever goes heel, he should just come out wearing the all-white suit.
Oh, god damn. You're that or the Hawaiian outfit.
One or the other.
And then we got Christian Cage promo with Luchasaurus, and
I.e. the weekly dose of Christian going all out on the heat.
then we had Matt Hardy coming out to defend Jungle Boy. And I gotta be honest here, Christian Cage kind of owned Matt on the mic here.
Not only owned, he flat out nuked him.
T-Dub, let's be real. Matt Hardy was free Wednesday.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was. And,
He was free.
and for those wondering, free, no, in fighting games, free is the fighting game version of a squash match.
It means you get a free victory.
Yeah.
There was no challenge. Christian Cage destroyed Matt Hardy and by proxy Jeff Hardy.
There was discussion as like, with like, oh God, or do you have the consent? That's a little awkward. But I'm like, Christian's a heel.
I feel so bad for Matt because the way he was talking here, he came off like someone who was just going off of 5 days without sleep.
Which, that's rough, bud.
Maybe that was a work.
Maybe because like he looked like he hadn't slept in days.
Yeah.
Whoever did that, good makeup, I'll tell you that much.
Yeah, anyways, the segment ends with Luchasaurus beating the holy hell out of Matt Hardy, with Christian Cage just watching and laughing.
This has become Palpatine and Darth Vader. Or Darth Lucha.
Oh, that could be a good name for him, Darth Lucha.
I use that on Twitter every time he comes up, Darth Lucha, with a Palpatine gif.
Is the word Darth copyrighted by Disney?
I don't know.
Probably is, though.
God damn it. Disney, stop owning everything.
Good work, Luchasaurus. Good work. Powerbomb him. Powerbomb.
No, Darth Rex.
Do it!
Huh?
Not bad, not bad.
You
We got
did-
snippets of them. We got snippets, just little snippets of the Matt Menard promo cut with everyone else. But as you heard earlier, that promo deserves to be heard in full.
Yeah. You can't skip that.
This
promo.
was just after the Blood and Guts match as well. So, yeah.
Yeah, Matt Menard with all that dried blood on his face, and then tears coming down throughout that promo.
I think he actually opened himself up again during that promo.
He did. He did.
He did. He actually did. You could see a small trickle of blood after he just goes on that first of 3 screaming fits.
Yeah. 2.0 they've come so far.
And I'm just noticing my notes. We're getting a lot of promos this week on Dynamite. Jeez.
Yeah,
I'm getting another promo.
And I've said it before. These guys started as agents of chaos, and it's like that's perfect. And now they are with JAS. It's not put belts on 2.0.
That's the only thing I love about AEW right now is you could say that about so many tag teams right now. You could say put the belts on FTR, put the belts on Swerve in Our Glory, put the belts on Team Taz, put the belts on 2.0, put the belts on these guys or these guys. Like there are so
Put
many
the belt
tag
on
teams
Hook. Put the belt on Danhausen with all the human money.
Like there are so many teams right now where you could feasibly say, "Hey, let's build them up, put the belts on them because they're really popular." And it's so refreshing. It's so refreshing to have so many teams where you could actually think in your head they could be champions within the next 2 to 3 weeks, and it'll be believable.
This is what happens when you have a deep and healthy tag division.
This is what happens when you have a deep and healthy roster.
So many out, and yet you barely even notice.
Yeah, because everyone else is picking up the slack so well. Like for this next promo, like I said, we're getting a lot of promos this week. Claudio and Hager, they're going head to head next week.
Yeah, Fighter Fest next week.
The Real Americans explode!
Now.
Cold beer versus Mr. OP.
Jake Hager's name was Cold Beer?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was his name. Cold beer.
Jack Swagger was known as Cold Beer.
That sounds like the most redneck nickname I've ever heard in my life.
He's from Oklahoma. What do you expect?
Yeah.
I guess. And then we finally get to our next match. where
Actually, T-Dub, before we continue, I believe
Yes.
someone,
Yep.
JC, brought up the appropriate button here.
Big meaty man slapping me.
There we go.
Indeed. It will be technically big medium man slab meat, although Claudio, definitely a different type of big man than you normally see.
He's
but
a tall dude.
he's tall,
technically
but
counts.
he's strong.
It's going to be a technical hoss fight,
Yep.
which is why the Big E button has been pressed.
A lot of people don't see it, but Jake Hager is a collegiate athlete, so he has the skills.
Yeah. He
And
just happens to be a big fucking dude.
Yeah. And Swiss is a wrestling savant. He could literally wrestle any style you ask him to.
Basically,
And he'll
yeah.
do it gladly. And in 5 languages.
While drinking coffee. Because real men drink coffee.
That's very European.
Yes.
And then we had a damn good match as Swerve in Our Glory defeated Butcher and the Blade. And there were several moments where I would have sworn that malfunction at the junction, this is Swerve in Our Glory breaking up as Butcher and the Blade are picking up the victory, but no, they eke it out in the end.
Yeah, they are definitely in contention for one of the top tag teams in AEW. They just work so damn good together.
Which then leaves the Team Taz coming out and, especially Ricky Starks running them down on the mic, which then leads to the Young Bucks come out and saying, hey, how about next week, another triple threat match for the tag titles? Trouble or Nothing.
Or a triple threat match, or a three-way dance, whichever you prefer, of course. It's the Young Bucks defending against Swerve in Our Glory and Powerhouse Hobbs and Ricky Starks.
Pretty Ricky, what they call him.
Who knows? Maybe I don't think they'll be calling him tag champion next week, though. I think this might be the big blow up for Swerve in Our Glory.
Either that, or it's just going to be a hell of a banger with Bucks escaping and then FDR going double. Okay, see you at All Out.
Can we just talk about Will Hobbs and how fucking amazing he was on the mic last week?
He had a sneaker promo. Good, that was a great promo. And Ricky Starks had his Ric Flair showing a little bit there.
Yep. He looked like The Rock, but he was going off like Rick.
He was so mad, so pissed. I was like, how dare you wrestle?
At least he kept his pants on.
Very true.
Because I know Ric Flair has a tendency to take off his shirt, his jacket, and sometimes his pants because he's a madman. And then he elbow drops them for some reason.
And knee drops them.
Nobody can explain this. Scientists have tried for years. They come up with nothing.
It is impossible.
Anyways, moving on. Let's see. We got FTR chants during this whole ordeal. So that should tell you something. FTR definitely going to be once challenging for the Bucks at All Out. I'm certain.
Yeah, they're gonna make us wait for that rubber match.
But I'll say this. When it happens, yeah. Also, FTR versus them boys too.
Electric Boogaloo? Mm-hmm.
Yes, fucking please.
Indeed. It should be a hell of a banger. And then we got Malachi Black promo. Good stuff there.
Yep.
Good creepy stuff from Mr. Blackman.
Mr. Black.
And then after that, I think we had a Miro promo.
Yep.
AKA
Shut Up the Band is talking time.
Yep, where he was not happy about the results at Forbidden Door. Not happy at all. Especially about the Black Mist.
And he said, "You are a man who preys on the weaknesses of others, and yet you will face a man who has no weaknesses."
So Malachi Black versus Miro, take all my money then.
Yep.
And then we got a Kingston promo where he puts over all the members of Blackpool Combat Club, even Claudio.
Yeah.
And it looks like he is calling out Jericho again, but Jericho has a surprise for Kingston, and that's Ty Conti shutting the car door into Ruby Soho's arm.
Ruby, you fucked that up. She fucked that up so bad.
Just a little bit.
She did.
Just a little bit.
And it's obvious she's still working. She's still rehabbing an injury, and obviously this is just to write her off for about a month and have her an instant feud when she comes back. Smart move there, but
I love you, Ruby, but yeah, that made you look so dumb. It made you look so dumb.
It did. It totally did.
Poor Ruby.
And
then we got Howdy Price on AEW television. That was awesome.
Okay.
Howdy Price, a.k.a. Dino Winwood from New Legacy Inc.
Oh, fair.
Dino. Okay.
Fair.
See Dino. Okay.
He's the guy wearing the cow who was getting rid around like a cowboy.
Dino.
Oh, okay, gotcha. You're talking about the -1 segment, obviously.
Yeah, when -1 was riding him around like a horse, which ended up leading into his whole storyline on being the elite of losing his hat.
Yeah. Okay, Dino. All right.
Yeah, that's Dino Winwood, a.k.a. the guy with the best Paul Heyman impression on the planet.
I always wondered what he looked like. So that's Dino. Okay.
Yep.
Like, what are you doing? Why are you riding on my back? That's not your finishing move. What am I doing? Give me my hat back. What am I doing? I'm just an advocate. Stop. What am I doing? -1. No.
Anyways, Evil Uno is in Dark Order in the ring. They have some fun. Then Evil Uno gets serious, and then he says, "Dark Order is forever."
So people are saying it's a nothing burger, and on the surface it is. It actually was, but not gonna lie, you get the feeling that this is gonna be like broken up silently for a little while.
No, I think they're going to keep them together because, like, just as a tribute to Brody Lee, they're going to keep them together.
Yep.
And then QT came out and he actually challenged -1 to a match.
Douche T. Marshall.
Yep. And of course he gets beaten up and they go, "Hey, pin him, pin him, pin him." And then Brody -1 picks him like, "Hey, I'll pin you when I'm 18.
You hear that?
That's about 7 or 8 years from now.
You hear that, JD? You hear that, JD? It's what you like. Long-term booking.
There you go.
The longest of long terms there. Jeez.
So obviously, -1's first official match will be against QT Marshall.
Or as Jim Ross would say, QT Marshall.
Marshall. That's his real name.
Douche T. Marshall.
And then we get a good lucha match between Pento Escudo and Roosh.
Oh, they beat 10 kinds of fuck out of each other.
They did.
But of course, behind the referee's back, Roosh hit Pento Escudo in the groin and ripped off his mask and rolled him up for a keep victory. Because he is a rudo.
That's a heel in lucha, by the way.
Also, because she just now missed it. Hi, Sam. Well, I hope you're enjoying the show.
Hello, Shin's friend Sam. Anyways, moving on. We got a Team Lethal promo, and they solidified that at Ring of Honor Death Before Dishonor, Lethal Joe TV title.
Yep.
And I still love Satnam Singh.
He's doing well, actually.
Just keep him in the suits, keep him away from that stereotypical Indian crap, and just keep him just doing what he does, just looking
And
good.
you know what? So far, so good on the kicking ass department too.
Are you saying you don't want him dancing around to stereotypical Bollywood music, calling himself the Punjabi Playboy?
No.
Yeah, let's avoid that at all costs.
Just stay away from anything Punjab related. We have enough Indian wrestlers who do the Punjab thing. Tired of it. And Samantha's in the chat. Hi.
Hello.
But we've seen the Punjab thing in every company that has Punjab wrestlers. We're tired of it. Keep Satnam in the suits. He looks good in the suits.
Indeed, indeed. And like I said, a lot of promos tonight. Got another backstage promo with Sterling and Tony Nese, and they tried to get the Best Friends to sign the petition, but Danhausen said, no. How about this? How about Orange Cassidy versus Tony Nese on Rampage tonight?
Am I the only one who imagined Danhausen in an Ace Attorney game?
Okay, that would be amazing.
I'm talking to Shades in about half an hour. That needs to be brought up now.
Just him facing Edgeworth facing off against Danhausen, and he is just being discombobulated because
it's Danhausen.
So, Mr. Edgington, I hear you did the murder.
I'm the prosecutor.
You prosecuted the murder, of course, yes.
Hello, I am Danhausen of the law offices of Danhausen. Thank you, Mr. Thank you, Your Majesty, and thank you, Mr. Edges. My motto is very nice, very legal.
Very legal, very evil.
Objection, Your Majesty. He just said his name. I object to his name because I cannot pronounce it. It is very hard for me to understand, so I will just call him Mr. Guilty Pants. You know you did it, Mr. Guilty Pants. Danhausen has seen it.
Hey, we were talking about Matty earlier. Now he's in the chat. How you doing, buddy?
Hey, how was
Hello.
Rochester, bud?
We are all very jelly.
Yeah, you got a decent show, bud.
And continuing on, we got the Acclaim Club defeating Roughing It and Fuego del Sol, but
The
real
story is the pre-show, is the pre-match and the post-match, where the pre-match, we're all expecting Max Caster to roast Vince McMahon again. He goes, yo, listen, starts talking, mic gets ripped off. Nuclear heat, a little bit, not nuclear, but a little bit of heat on the Ass Boys. Match is over, and pretty much Ass Boys just take the majority of it, and they steal the win from the Acclaimed, and then
the Acclaimed get
low blows, everybody.
the Acclaimed get betrayed by the Ass Boys, and right when it seems like Billy Gunn was going to do the right thing, Daddy Ass also turns on them, including Anthony Bowens.
Couldn't even bother scissoring him.
Also, Matty, Mr. Matty.
Oh, yes. Very true. Very true.
Mr.
Yeah. A moment, please. I believe this needs to be loaded and I ready, sir. Ready.
Lock targets on the Ass Boys.
I'm just gonna push a button.
Betrayal! What? Betrayal! Betrayed me!
And as JC pointed out, the mega asses have exploded.
You know,
That could have absolutely been phrased better.
Also, JR missed a really good point. He could have done a Triple H style
Promo Joe on YouTube. I know exactly what you mean.
Why, Billy Ass? Why? Tell me why, damn it!
Do you even have a soul?
Damn it! Conscience.
Billy Ass, you're a bastard. You're an absolute bastard. Why? Why?
Sorry, Excalibur. I'm sorry, Tony, but he's a no good son of a bitch for what he did, and he should burn in hell for it.
I miss those JR-isms where he would just go off and just nuclear heat on the heel. Like, I always love whenever an announcer's not afraid, just go nuclear heat on the heel. Just, it's what I love about Tony Schiavone and MJF. Like, because Schiavone will go off on MJF like nobody else.
By the way, for you two, it's a gif. It's a gif.
Yeah.
It is a gif. The Spoonie betrayal button is a gif. Anyway.
They may have screwed themselves because up until now, the Acclaim have been Run DMC. I expect them to turn to NWA by next week.
Oh God!
Oh, shit!
They could.
If they come out wearing Raiders jackets, you know the Ass Boys fucked up.
They probably won't. They'll probably just keep the gimmick, but the colored gimmicks and everything else. But I would Max Caster going NWA on some Ass Boys. That is not a bad thought to have.
If you want to go hard, go no Vaseline on them.
Well, that's a reference.
Go no Vaseline on them. Or if Tony Khan would just let him off the leash, go hit him up.
Ooh.
Greatest diss track of all time by Tupac Shakur. Just go hit him up levels of just hatred. Just go that far with him. And you know Max has got it in him.
More likely than not. Moving on to our next match. Thunderstorm defeated Nyla Rose and Marina Shafir and give Nyla all the raises.
She deserves better than Marina Shafir as a tag team partner.
Nyla Rose first last week doing the whole pantomime with the violin during the entrance, and then this week with the umbrellas. Oh, I love it.
Love it. And Marina Shafir looking like she's no-selling it, like she's just a regular mark. Look, I know all about talk about what's on TV and all that stuff. Maria Shafir has official go away heat with me now.
I don't care enough about her to hate her.
No, it's not. It's not hate. It's not hate. It's literally 3 levels of professionalism, and there's Marina Shafir farting around.
I was glad we got more Nyla Rose on TV. That always makes me happy.
That's never a bad thing. I'm not saying it's bad. I'm just saying when Nyla was in the ring with either Rosa or Thunderstorm or no Tony Storm, fun. Crowd was into it. Shafir gets tagged in. Crowd goes dead. Hey, Mr. Khan. Hint. She ain't it, Chief. Whatever you see in her, we don't fucking see it. Cut bait.
I think there's definitely potential there, but has not been realized yet.
What potential? She's been in NXT for what, 5 years before she got fucking cut?
On a pure in-ring aspect, she has potential, but everything else is just so.
She is so undercooked. It's raw, D-Dub. Cut bait. It ain't it.
No ring psychology, no charisma, no
She
gimmick.
could barely sell getting cornered.
Hell, her theme music is just inappropriate for her. She's supposed to be a badass, and yet she's got this Mozart-like music coming out.
Look,
like
nothing wrong with
why?
classical music, but it needs. Sometimes the music is one of those things where it establishes the character. And then, of course, there's moments where the character is established, and when you hear the music, it doesn't matter what kind of music it is, she could beat your ass. She's got none of that cred to have that music, to have any music she wants and be like badass. She doesn't.
She has to take cues from what Shayna Baszler did in NXT. She came off like a natural in that fucking ring in all aspects.
Here's the comparison. Shayna Baszler took a transition to pro wrestling and went, no, I can make it make sense for me. Marina Shafir is like, I could do a wrestle?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, Mike, no. Even Maria's not better than Marina Shafir. I will give Marina Shafir that much credit. She's not that bad.
Marina Shafir at least can wrestle on a basic level.
On a basic technical level, she can wrestle. She's still in that mindset of I'm an MMA guy. I'm an MMA person that wants to be dual wrestle.
Yeah.
Paige Van Zant knows what she put the pantomime in there. She at least had the intelligence of knowing, play around, have fun with it. Marina's taking it too seriously.
She is a raw steak.
Yeah.
She needs to cook. She hasn't been cooking. She's still raw.
No. A steak's a bad analogy. Shayna Baszler is a steak. Marina Shafir is a roast.
Okay.
Shayna
Baszler
didn't need to take that long. She picked it up. Marina needs more time.
Shayna Baszler has been around in wrestling for what, 8-9 years? 10 years maybe?
Marina?
No, Shayna Baszler.
Shayna's been wrestling for a while, yeah.
Better analogy. Marina Shafir is a brisket.
I was gonna say that, actually, yeah.
Yeah, because anybody who knows some good cube knows brisket is very, very tough, but you need to cook it and season it for a long time before it's tender as fuck to eat. She's not tender yet. She's still very, very tough. The potential for her to be tasty is there. She just needs to cook a lot longer.
Well, one person who seems to be getting along and progressing really well are the baddies, especially. Why can't I remember names now? God damn it, you guys! All this food in my head.
She's been wrestling since 2018. That's about 3 years. So she needs more seasoning. 4 years. August 25, 2018.
It's almost 4 years.
So it's going to be 4 years.
Mm-hmm.
There's Jade Cargill. She's doing quite well for herself.
Yeah.
But then we got her backstage with the baddies asking what the hell was going on last week. And, Stokely Hathaway is kind of like, hey, let's try to have some interim baddies since, Red Velvet's injured. And Jade's like, I don't know, Chief.
If she fucks up, it's your ass. And
Basically,
Tony,
yeah.
cut the shit.
Yep.
Yep, she did tell Tony to cut the shit as usual.
Yep.
The guy can't catch a break.
Yep.
Also, we got news that tonight we'll be kicking things off with Eddie Kingston versus Takeshita.
That's gonna
I
be a
saw that.
banger.
Takeshita, I love me some fucking Takeshita.
Oh, I found a YouTube video last week of a guy called Sea Dog VA training to be a wrestler for the first time ever. And the two
Oh
people that
yeah,
trained him,
the cheap cosplay guy. Yeah.
yeah, two people that trained him all were Chris Brooks and Konosuke Takeshita.
Now I'm interested.
Now you know what? If he intends to make it a full career, he could do much worse.
It's just for like a 1 hour video.
That's fair enough, but it's literally Fred, big dweeb, a big weeb, big nerd takes first bump. Funny.
Yeah, so this guy has never known anything about wrestling before doing this. So,
Oh, so even more comedy. Good.
so his first exposure to wrestling is DDT Pro.
Ooh.
He could do much worse.
And surprisingly, he's quite open minded about a lot of stuff that happens,
Oh, good. Okay.
especially after experiencing a lot of this stuff firsthand. So check out the video if anyone's interested.
Awesome.
There's actually a video of some reactors called In the Punch Entertainment, and they were reacting to some indie matches, and one of them was the Invisible Man versus Invisible Stan.
Oh,
One of them was just laughing his ass off through the whole thing. The other one was just like, "What the fuck am I watching?"
that's like the perfect dichotomy of what a GCW match is.
Yeah.
One likes it, one fucking hates it.
I need to rewatch that match sometime soon. Then we got a Daniel Garcia promo going off about Wheeler Yuta. They're going to have a pure title match at Death Before Dishonor, I believe.
Yep.
They are?
Then we got-
D-Gar D-Gar is giving me some major Mark Wahlberg vibes.
Oh, God, now I can't unsee it.
At any point when he's cutting the promo, I expect him to go, "Oh, hold on there, Tony. I'm gonna go talk to a rabbit." Hey,
I thought you were
rabbit.
going to talk to some plants.
Hey, rabbit. What's going on? Easter passed. Did you lay some eggs? What's up with that? All right. I'll see you around. Say hi to your mother for me. And I have ruined Daniel Garcia for everyone listening. You're
Yes, you
welcome.
have. God
He
damn it.
he cuts a promo like he's Mark Wahlberg, but you know what? He will wrestle.
He looks like Mark Wahlberg, too.
Exactly.
He looks like he's Mark Wahlberg who needs to eat Mark Wahlberg to look like Mark Wahlberg.
So you're saying Daniel Garcia needs to appear on Wahlburgers.
It'd be funny. It'd be funny.
Now when Daniel Garcia does something shady behind the referee's back and the referee's like, "Did you hit him in the balls with a chair?" Like, no.
No,
with the
no,
balls?
sir.
No.
Not the chair, not the chair, ma'am. No. By the way, Matty D can attest to this. I said this on Wednesday with the boys. I've seen Daniel Garcia just be straight up badass Red Death Daniel Garcia. Him versus Wheeler Yuta with the extra experience both men have gained. Good Lord, we're in for a banger of a pure title match.
They are going to kill it.
If they don't get match of the night honors, I'll be straight up shocked.
Then we got an FTR promo, how they're talking about how they got all the tag team titles in the world, and they, of course, called out the Briscoes for round 2.
As we mentioned before, so it has been announced officially. Them boys accepted.
So if you wonder why Briscoes are taking a break from Impact for a while, this is why.
Yep.
Okay.
So
And
they
then
can
we
do
got Mox
this.
Then we got Mox and Brody King having a good old knocky draggy.
Brody King looked like $1 million out there.
Instant star made in one night.
Yep.
Yep.
And I love how the match ended with Mox not being able to beat him by pinfall or submission. He had to suffocate him to beat him.
Yep. So Brody King made, at least for a little while at least.
Can we talk about the irony of that ending?
of
What
him
irony.
winning via the Steve Austin method?
No, John Moxley defending the AEW World Title against a bigger guy named Brody, and he beats him by choking him out.
Oh, wow. God damn.
Oh, I did
Wow, the
not think
parallel.
of that. And it's in Rochester, which, yeah, I did not think of that.
Wow, parallel there. Wow.
I
God
don't,
damn.
I don't think it was intentional, though.
It wouldn't surprise me if it was, knowing Mox. He probably laid that out himself.
Yeah, considering how close he was to Brody, I can see Mox doing this as a small little tribute to Brody in his hometown.
God damn.
I can see
Fair
it.
enough.
And that's all we have for the news tonight, unless, Shane, Matt, do you have anything else?
I only got a little bit, unfortunately, it has to do with future ex-wife number 12.
Yeah, Jordan Grace. Yeah, she's in my loser list, so yeah.
Yeah. Okay, for those of you who didn't know, earlier this week, Jordan Grace released a tweet that caught a lot of heat from her. It's gone now, and she said basically that if Chris Benoit were still alive, he could not hang with the current generation of wrestlers that we have today. And okay,
First of all, I think the whole thing verbatim read, I can't say verbatim, but freezing cold take. And what she said, what she tweeted and said, by the way, he could rot in hell too.
yeah.
I mean, I really blame her for that, saying that.
This is literally, this is probably stemming from some drunk fucking asshole saying, Chris Benoit's better than you. And she went on a 100 character or plus rant.
Now, okay, I'm gonna explain like this. The whole Chris Benoit situation is something that is so complicated and nuanced that it cannot be properly discussed on a platform like Twitter. It is impossible. So what I'm gonna say like this, like JD from New York said, you can separate the art from the artist in this case. As far as in-ring work, anyone who has ever watched Chris Benoit, who has ever watched any matches of his from ECW, WCW, and WWF, know he would be more than capable of hanging with 90% of the best talent in wrestling today. That's where that's where my loser for her comes in.
Yeah.
I'm not defending Chris Benoit. He still did what he did, and he should not be honored for in any kind of capacity. But this is just in a pure in-ring aspect. If Chris Benoit were alive and healthy today and still able to wrestle as he was in his prime, he would definitely be up there with the likes of Okada, Omega, Cole, Cody, Naito, Jay White. He would definitely be up there because of his style. So on that point, I will have to disagree with my waifu. But on the other point, even though his head was made of Swiss cheese, he still did what he did. So
Yeah.
I'm not defending him on that.
And she isn't. I have the tweet here right here. This is stemming from a tweet that she replied to or quote tweeted by saying, this is at Robert O'Neill on Twitter saying, it's always why I listen to wrestlers discuss Chris Benoit in a professional context because they always be sure to note that they aren't excusing what happened before praising the in-ring stuff for 10 minutes except New Jack. Then again, that's another thing. And Jordan replies, quote, this is going to be the coldest take I ever tweet on this app. I already know what y'all going to be mad. I don't think Chris Benoit would 100% hang with most of the present day best wrestlers. He would not be able to remember matches. He also may he burn in hell. Amen. She continues, proving a point. I said something very lightly critical about him. People jumped to defend him. He should never be defended. Dude lost that right when he gave his 7-year-old Xanax and strangled him while he was already unconscious. So she's not defending Chris Benoit in the slightest. Now, as a professional wrestler, one of the greatest of all time. From a strict wrestling context, if you had prime Chris Benoit, like 2001, 2002 to 2004 Chris Benoit, and put him in the ring with guys like Danielson, Punk, Claudio Castagnoli, he'd have banger matches with him. He would. prime Chris Benoit would have great matches and had great matches with damn near anybody. Now, I don't like Chris. I don't like Chavo Guerrero going after her for that because like you don't know what wrestling is. It's like, Chavo, you're just trying to get clout. Sit the fuck down. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
But she said herself, freezing cold take. It's her opinion, folks. I'm not going to shit on it, but yeah, I'm still going to give her a loser for. It's one of those, you could think it, you didn't have to say it.
Yeah.
Kind of situations.
Especially on Twitter.
Yeah. But let's do what we're on context of losers, and I could bring the rest of this stuff during winners or losers anyway, so let's do that. Shin, do I need to ask who the D-Cell Battery Award winner is this week?
It better not go to me. God damn it.
It is.
Unfortunately, Vince, it has to go to you. You're one strike away from joining Ryback on the permanent D-Cell Battery Award list Hall of Fame right there. Just, it's like we're watching Titanic. We see the iceberg. The accusations are the iceberg, but we haven't hit the iceberg yet. I think there's still some stuff going to come out. But yeah, Vince, you need to take this shit seriously. And don't come out acting like you're a king shit of fuck mountain. This is going to ruin you.
Yeah.
This is going to ruin you. The best thing you can do, leave. Just step back legitimately. Don't involve yourself.
If you care for your company, leave as soon as humanly possible.
Go on a vacation. Go to one of your mini mansions.
Retire. Fuck it. Retire. You got the money. You got the fuck you money.
You got that fuck you, I can just lay around and watch YouTube all day kind of money. Do that, but sticking around, no.
You're going to make things worse for everybody.
Yep.
Teed up. Sorry, go.
As for my overall losers, Austin Theory. Like, not only did they give him the Money in the Bank title, the Money in the Bank briefcase, far too early in his career, like 2 years too early. But the way they did it just cheapens the case itself. You got guys in there putting their lives and their careers on the line, busting their asses in one of the most hard-hitting match types in the entire company, and then you just let Austin Theory roll up in there and just take it.
From what I've read, he was announced, he was introduced, he was another participant, so he actually competed in the actual match. So I think we should give him at least that credit.
Yeah, but he still didn't. As far as I've seen, he did not take a bump. He did not do anything. He just came out there, climbed the ladder, and boom, Money in the Bank. And as JC mentioned, sadly, Ilya Dragunov, because he had to relinquish the WWE, the NXT United Kingdom title.
NXT UK title, it was due to injury, actually, yeah.
Yeah, due to injury. Sucks considering what the wars he had with Walter just to get that damn belt, and just to lose it in such a way just breaks my fucking heart.
Teed up.
Give my solars this week to Vincent, Kennedy McMahon for all of the obvious reasons. Just please go away for the love of everything that is good in the world. Go away. Go away.
All right. WWE for the obvious reasons. Jordan Grace. I'm sorry. Just you missed a prime opportunity to shut up. Keep the mouth shut there. And Vince McMahon. Just go. Take the money and run. Like, you're going to fuck it up for everybody. Legitimately, you're going to do that. Let's do some winners, boys.
Winners, of course, AEW. Another banger week with a bunch of banger matches. Not only on Wednesday, but tonight as well. And ROH, what was the name of the ROH event? I can't remember.
Death Before Dishonor.
Death Before Dishonor. We already got a main event with Jay Lethal versus Samoa Joe for the TV title, and of course D-Mar going up against Utes for the Pure title. Always good to see that shit. And a posthumous winner goes, of course, to none other than Kazuki Takahashi As everyone knows, this week, unfortunately, the creator of Yu-Gi-Oh, one of the greatest gateway anime of all time, tragically passed away. And it sucks because he created something that wasn't supposed to be a card game, but became one of the greatest card games of all time. I still play it. I still keep up with the game. I still keep up with the meta. I am subscribed to, and you guys know this because I mentioned CMO's progression series a lot on the podcast, and CMO and Gage and MBT and hell, even DP Yu-Gi-Oh, a guy who was very kind of non-social. He did an entire multi-hour stream just talking about Takashi Sensei. And so yeah, guy was a magnificent bastard, and thank you for all the memories.
Mike Shaw also brings up James Caan as well, who passed away as well.
Yep, Sonny Corleone.
Yep.
One of the greatest actors of our time. He may have been a Trump supporter, but his work, second to none.
Forget the human being. The art will stand.
Yeah, Jimmy Caan.
Yep.
We're going to miss you.
D-Dub.
Winner this week goes out to, of all people, Mojo Rawley.
Oh?
So there was going to be a show in the UK being promoted by the...
the show, by AOP, the former AOP, yeah.
But of course, they had money issues and the show got canceled, so Mojo Rawley's doing a meet and greet, and whatever money he makes from there is going to go to the UK talent that was supposed to be on that show.
All right.
Golf clap on that. That's hype.
Big ups.
That is hype, ladies and gentlemen. You don't have to be hype. But that is hype. All right. That's it?
That is
All
it.
right. All right, well,
Liv Morgan for winning the women's title, although I have to say, it would be nice if the women could hold a briefcase for more than a week.
You know what? A, agreed, but B, Liv Morgan's still a women's champion in WWE. And if nothing else, that deserves a winner. And that's where I start with Liv Morgan. Congratulations to her. Wardlow, TNT champ. I think he'll do good things with that. Matt Menard for that awesome promo. Alan Angels, man, having a banger match against Speedball and Mike Bailey to open up Impact on Thursday last night.
Yeah, good to see Mike. Good to see good old A's in the chat, Alan Angels, taking on everyone's favorite anime character, Ichigo.
Speedball Mike Bailey. We don't have enough time to do the gag tonight. God damn it.
The second Black Power Ranger.
Kevin, Clerks 3, the trailer dropped, and I'm like, okay, cool, interested. And two things. One, Kevin Nash. Why do you ask? He'll be at Ranger Stop.
Oh, look at what Matty D put in the chat.
From Wednesday, Eddie Kingston promo, 5 minutes later announced for Fighting Back in Ottawa. Thank you.
Oh, fun times.
He'll be at Fighting Back in Ottawa in August, and now I need to fight. See, I'm working when the tickets go on sale. I have it's a regular 9 to 5. I need a ticket to that now. I need it. I need it. I need to see Eddie Kingston live and in person.
So you can get slapped by him just like you did by Sarah Del Rey?
It'd be a hell of a callback, to be fair. It's a deep cut.
Oh, shit.
What? Actually, wait. Hold on. Hold on for a second. I want to finish this, and I'll let you do the breaking news. So Kevin Nash will be at Ranger Stop as part of their side thing, Turtle Stop, which includes the original movie April O'Neil, Judith Hogue, and SGDQ Summer Games Done Quick. I meant to bring it up last week, but I didn't because we were running out of time, like we are doing now. They wrote two things to note. Obviously, the money. They rose $3,016,200 plus. I think there's some extra money that probably got kicked in during the final few moments. And during SGDQ 2022, which incidentally came back to a hybrid style where they had people in the crowd, they had a Thunder in Paradise speed run. So Thunder in Paradise, yes, the Hulk Hogan show. It had a video game on Philips CDI. And it was hot garbage, but it's Hulk Hogan, and it's cheese, and it's so goddamn riffable, it's not even funny. It's on YouTube. It's there. Go see it. SGDQ, Thunder in Paradise. Trust me on this. And, okay, and that's it. Go ahead, Shin.
Friend Ashley just dropped this, and Tony Khan just announced it at Rev Pro, and the entire match will be shown on AEW Dark this Tuesday. The first Pac will defend the All Atlantic Championship for the first time at Rev Pro against our boy Shooter.
Yeah, this was announced last week, but yeah. So it'll be shown on Dark. Good call.
The full match.
That is awesome.
It's nice.
It's very, very nice. Very wrestling. All right. We got about a minute to plug, folks. Stuff. Good guys. Speed round. Let's go.
Got nothing much to plug. Computer's still on the fritz, but you can still watch my shit on Maxacorn on YouTube. You want to help me out or help out my teeth? PayPal.com/Maxacorn. It's PayPal.com/Shintigercurl, Patreon.com/Shintigercurl, or Cash App at $Shintigercurl. Help me out because I need to make some more videos.
D-Dub.
Fire Pro Wrestling Returns review right there in the Twitch chat. Click it. Have a good time.
And if you want to see his next video early, Patreon.com/GWK Reviews. I have a tip jar, PayPal.me/ManaJ316. Emails and questions, if we have time, the Wrestle-Cast@gmail.com. On Twitter, ManaJ316, at TWK Official, and at Shintigercurl. We're out of time, so we're going to say goodbye to everybody. Before we do, on behalf of Shintigercurl.
Nothing.
You got nothing?
I got nothing. I'm too distracted.
Fair. By what?
Things. I'll leave it at that.
Fair enough. And TWK.
We're desperately out of time. I'm winning the show.
My name's Manager. Reminding you to help professional wrestling support independent promotion as soon as possible. We'll talk to you next week, folks. Have a good one. Have a safe one. Bye. Everybody, bye.
Double or nothing.
Whoa, hold on a second. Actually, I think there's money in this. Here's the idea. Why doesn't my client wrestle you on Rampage?
Wait a minute. I have a great idea. How about you wrestle him on Rampage? We'll make a lot of money.
Yeah, and if he wins, you sign this. How about that?
Sustained.
I'll allow it.
Overruled.
I allow things.
Here's it.
What?
Is he even a lawyer?